All right, party people. Truth be told, part two. Sorry it took so long, y'all. I was busy, man. I had a lot going on. I'm going to Virginia next month, so I'm trying to knock out a lot of shit. So hopefully I can get part three done this week. But if not, hopefully I'll at least get three done next week. But anyway, we'll pick up where I left off after the Christmas tree with me and everything. So the first and only memory I have of my parents together is one day, me and my sister, and I gotta be 2, 3 years old, I'm young. In there chilling and shit, my dad come through the door. Now, I should have known something was up because my dad, nigga, when he come to the crib, nigga, he forever hugging the shit out of my sister, and then he come to me. But this particular day, he went straight upstairs, nigga. And within, I don't know, maybe a minute or two, my mama came bouncing down the motherfucker. So needless to say, that was the last time I saw my parents ever together in a relationship. I was that young. Next time I see my parents together, hell, we in court, okay? So, we in court, right? And we had been staying with my dad before that part, before you know what I'm saying, more or less before the court date. So bam. And then my dad tells us what he said, when the judge asks y'all who y'all want to stay with, say y'all want to stay with me. Which was no problem because shit, my daddy worked at the shipyard, nigga. He was getting paid. Nigga, all the good toys and good events was going on in his crib. So why the fuck wouldn't we want to stay there? So that wasn't the issue. So bam, we get in there. The judge, puts us in there, says who y'all want to live with, yada, yada, yada. Now, let me set this scene for y'all real quick. So when I tell you the end part, you'll deal with what happened. Okay, bam. At the time that my dad and my mom weren't together, my dad was dating this white lady named Stacy. Thick motherfucker. I'm talking about one of them white ladies with one of them fat asses. Ass looked like a goddamn bowl or goddamn crab legs or something. Thick white motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So she's sitting down, in the court got that little gate right there. So bam, you go through the gate, she's sitting right there. Now my mom, she over there on the plaintiff side, my dad right here on the defendant side. She's sitting behind him, on his, got his back and everything. So as she realized, shit ain't gonna go her way, and the judge telling her, yeah, well, this, that, and the third. I don't know if she told them all she was going to the bathroom or what she told them people in order for them to let her get up and walk like she was going somewhere out the court. Well, she snaked her good. Because no sooner, now keep in mind, the white lady is sitting right there by the little door that flaps when you go back to where the audience is. So my mom grabs the goddamn door with her left hand. She grabs the door with her left hand like she's going to open it. Grabs the white woman with her right hand, snatches her goddamn ass over the goddamn little bench right there, and before they could get to her, my mama done gave her two, bam, bun, real quick. Then my mama ain't but 5'2". Now she a little video lady, but she done snatched and grabbed this goddamn woman like a cheetah or something, real quick, bam, bam. So needless to say, that was the end of that. So bam, now we stand with my motherfucking pops and shit for good, My mom, she done married this cat in the army and everything, so they done moved to Kentucky. So, well, he did basic training in down here in Texas. That was my first taste of ever coming to Texas. We came down here to visit them while he was down here in basic training, man. And that was the first time I ever seen apartments, man. And I was maybe 7 years old. I had never seen apartments. I had never seen a swimming pool inside apartments. I had never experienced, we out there in Irving, Texas. I had never experienced nothing like that in my life. Now keep in mind, I'm still going back to Virginia, never thinking of the place. This is like 85, 86, so I'm thinking nothing of it. We go back to Virginia to, live our life and everything. Now he's stationed in Kentucky. So we going back and forth the summers to Kentucky. Man, we get to Kentucky, man. We in a trailer park, man. It's about 15 trailers with about 5 occupants. Needless to say, we bored as hell. I'm talking bored, man. Middle of the Oak Grove, Kentucky. I'm talking about not a bitch ass thing out there, but these trailer parks. We so close to Tennessee, we would walk literally across the street to go to the grocery store. We are in Statesville, Tennessee. That's how close we was to Tennessee. I'm talking about not a bitch ass thing out there. So in the summers of Kentucky, all I found myself doing was murdering birds and cats, and I'm just keeping it real. At the time, I didn't think nothing of it, but now that I'm older, I'm like, damn, we was some sinister motherfuckers. Y'all shouldn't have been out here shooting these goddamn birds and cats like this, but we was bored. It was Kabuki, man. He did this. Dude named James, man, I can't remember where James is from. Me and my partner, we would just sit out there with the goddamn pellet pistols, used to pump like this and shoot the birds and shit. Well, Kabuki done come from where his name was James. We called him Kabuki because he looked like that black ass wrestler Kabuki. So he done come down there. He want to tie up cats together, beat them with aluminum baseball bats and shit. I mean, this is the kind of this kind of nigga he was. This is what we doing out there in Kentucky, man, in the summers and shit. Meanwhile, back in Virginia, I get back now. Peep game. Me and my dad got the same name, so y'all who know my name and everything, if y'all look it up and did, y'all see the shit I'm about to tell y'all is some real for real shit. So we come back to Virginia shit. Nigga, we go in there. My dad always tell me, man, stay out of my room, man. You know how it is. Pops leave for whatever period of time, you know, niggas, we going straight up in there. Me and my sister go back in there, and for y'all young people who don't know, man, back in the day, man, to signalize you had some money, man, you had this big ass water bed back in the day. When they first came out, this mid 80s or whatever, big ass water bed. And on these water beds, they had these drawers, you know, for your things. Well, on my daddy waterbed in these drawers, he had money stacked all the way up in them bitches. Once again, my sister saw that, we like, yeah, man, we got to keep our ass from out of here. Last time I went in there. Next time I had an incident like that, it's, you know, Saturday morning, me and my sister, we finna go get some cereal and shit. You know, Tony the Tiger, he the man at the goddamn time. So, bam, we done ran in there, poured us some cereal and shit, man, and it's towards the end of the box. All of a sudden, this motherfucker cellophane with about a powder, about like that, you know, much going across about a cellophane. It's white. Now keep in mind, I'm about 6, 7 years old. I'm thinking, I told my sister, man, this the goddamn prize. She's like, nah, this ain't no prize. I'm like, well, it must be sugar, you know, for the cereal and shit. She like, nah, let's take it to Pops. So we run, you know, ain't no goddamn sugar, all right, sugar booger. So we run up in there and take it to him. Like, y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying, fuck with it, like, no. You know, my sister, she 2 years older than me, so she already know better. So again, I'm young. I don't think nothing of it. So we go to Virginia for the next summer. Now, keep in mind, this has been about over about a good year or something. Well, while we was in Virginia, while we were in Kentucky, in Virginia, crack done hit hard than a bitch. Like, if you know how it was when that shit first came out. For young people who don't know, man, and see crack, man, y'all just understand, man, crack when it first came out, man, it was almost like they was pushing it for people to do. It was almost like, man, try this. This is the new shit. This is the new wave. Not knowing that, hey, man, this shit is going to destroy y'all whole goddamn entire, please, smoke all of it, is what they saying to us. We not knowing no better. Because, again, how they've been fucking us like this forever, huh? So how else would we not know this is another one of their plots? So, bam, niggas done got on the goddamn crack too tough. I'm talking about, it's so bad, me and my sister, nigga, in order for us to brush our teeth, bathe, wash dishes, and flush the toilet, we gotta walk to my dad's wife, mom's crib with them 5-gallon paint buckets, fill them joints up with water, come back to the crib, flush, brush our teeth, take whole baths, and this right here, this shit went on for maybe, I don't know, about a year or so. Then one night, we don't have no power or nothing, it's dark in that motherfucker, we living off candles and shit. It's a knock at the door. I don't think nothing of it, you know, I'm young. All of a sudden, I could just hear commotion and shit, but I don't think nothing of it. I get up, and the Laws is at the door with a flashlight, walking through the house and shit. Like, damn, what the fuck going on here? Little kid, your dad in there? I knew I had seen my daddy earlier, but I didn't think, I'm like, nah, he ain't in there because I hadn't seen him in a while. So, but it's the Laws, we black, we from the hood, niggas. First time I ever seen police was that during that time when I'm outside, I ain't never seen no Laws doing no patrols and none of that crazy shit, not in my hood. So, the Laws in there, it's dark and shit, they probably thinking ambush or anything. So they didn't, they was just checking, because the house decent size, they gotta check his office and all that English shit. So I'm just mobbing through the house. I just happened to go in my sister's room and open her closet door, where her closet door was like the clothes storage area. So it's just clothes and shit stacked up in her closet. And I happened to look, my motherfucking daddy is sitting up in the clothes like this, talking about. So I went on to close the door, went on back and, about my business and shit. So you gotta keep in mind, every summer I go to Kentucky. So that following summer, we went to Kentucky. That was about it. My dad went on and told my mom, you have to keep them niggas, man, because I got too much going on, yada, yada, yada. Shit, I didn't see my dad for 6 years after that. So in the meantime of that, we permanently in Kentucky now. So now I'm living in, man, I'm going from my daddy being the dope man, having everything I want, to Kentucky where there's nothing to have, even if you got something to have. It ain't a bitch ass thing to have around here. Oh my God. So I'm out there, nigga, like I said, killing birds and cats, getting in all kind of fights and shit, just all kind of ignorant shit. But I did experience my first heartbreak out there. I'll tell you this real quick. So it was this chick, man, and me and my partner, man, I can't even remember where we met these girls. I don't know we met. I don't think we met them at school. I can't remember because I know they didn't go to school with us. They stayed too far. I don't even know where the hell we met them. But Gina and Veronica, man, both of these chicks was bad as hell. Why was my partner from Kentucky get to see this? Because, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, these chicks, they was mixed, man, and his older brother, because they was younger, you know, me and him, we 12, his brother like 15. He like, boy, them girls look like they got juice in their booties. Nigga, that's how perfectly, you know, the motherfuckers was. But anyway, this nigga, so I'm 12, my partner like 13. Well, this nigga that's like 15, he started coming around. I'll never forget, nigga named Adolf. What kind of nigga name was Adolf, but that's the nigga name. So Adolf come around, goddamn me 2 times. Next thing I know, my girl is gone. I done smashed her 1 time. I lost my virginity to that girl. I'm talking about, you know, up until that point, I'm 12, I'm dry humping and all that bullshit, but nigga never thought of really having sex until, nigga, I'm dating this 15-year-old. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so she's completely turned off. So next thing I know, Adolf got the hoe behind a trailer or something. But I learned then, man, you can't put no trust in no women, man. That's just, you know, and further on experience, you just told me, that's just who they are, man. Shit, they just gonna move on to the next, you know, if they get bored or whatever. So I learned that at 12 years old. Never think a woman love you more than you think she should. Don't even just live like that. So anyway, now in Kentucky, few events, nothing too crazy happened. That was about the best thing that ever happened to me. We go to Germany now. We go to Germany. So we in Germany now. That was like the best 6 months of my life, man. Like, this is like 1993, man. Street Fighter had just come out. Nigga, we got a bowling alley on the property. Like, in our apartments, there's a full-size bowling alley, nigga, because they didn't want us really interacting with them Germans. Nigga, them Germans, you can drink when you're 12 or 13, all that kind of ignorant shit. So they didn't want us interacting with them. So they have everything you want on the American like basis, based like a project, but they got the bowling alley, we got a little shopping store like a 7-Eleven, we got all that shit on the base. So you ain't got to go nowhere fucking with them Germans. So we in there bowling, nigga, street fighting came out, nigga, we in there. I'm talking about, I'm bowling like a 250, nigga, I'm just cold with it, you know what I'm saying? So we in that bitch street fighter, all that shit. Best time of my life, man. 6 months later, nigga, y'all going back to the United States. The guy has failed a urine analysis. I'm like, oh man, this is about a bitch, man. Now I gotta go back to Virginia because, well, I'm thinking Virginia because they said y'all gotta go back to the States. Little did I know, they had asked this nigga, where do you want us to drop y'all off? And he said Irving, Texas. Oh my God. Bro, when I start part 3 and I start telling y'all the events and the shit I did in Irving, Texas, from the time I was 12 years old to the time I was 18 years old. No, 16, because I left Virginia, went to Texas when I was 16. In them 4 years, that's why I got to do part 3 on just them 4 years alone. It's going to be crazy because the shit, I'm from Virginia, lived in Kentucky, then Germany. Where in this point do y'all think I have ever seen any gangbangers? Never knew what the fuck it was. Seen the movie Colors. Never knew what the hell they was talking about. Never knew that the colors they was talking about was the red and blue the niggas was wearing, not black and white. Like, again, I'm from Virginia. Niggas look up their history, man. Virginia is like the king of slavery. Like, everything we did, like, they still have plantation houses out there. They just now changing the plantation houses into Airbnb so the hoes can make some money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we have like I said, they still out there. You can go live in one right now for a few $100s if you want to. Not me though, fuck them. But anyway, so racism and all that kind of shit is real where I'm from. I'm like, for real. Not that closeted ass racism you get out here where you motherfuckers, you'll be working with a Mexican and y'all will be cool. But if he see you in the streets, he gonna act like he don't know you because there's people that's real racist and shit. No, I'm from the racist world. You'll be hanging with these white people because they cool. And then they're gonna be like, oh shit, man, let's go, because here they come. Because a real racist group of motherfucking white people where they feel like they with us, they like they are them and we are us and we need to leave. That's the kind of racism I grew up around. But like I said, I try to keep these videos at like 15 minutes. So I will start part 3 hopefully tomorrow. If not, I will definitely get it in sometime next week, or I'm hoping this week for sure, but it'll definitely be in May. So y'all stay tuned in.